Hey, how's that house hunting going? Pretty tough, isn't it? So it's time to think about building a house. Today we are talking with Ally Gallagher of Fischer Homes here in Franklin Township. This is Around the South Side. Ally Gallagher.
Yes.
Let's talk about Fischer Homes and new construction. First of all, Indigo Run. Tell me about this community and what you guys are doing here.
Okay, so Indigo Run, so we're in Franklin Township. We have several neighborhoods here, but this one has been super popular. It's one of our lower cost neighborhoods in Franklin Township, so a lot of people have been coming here.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things people like, it actually has a pool and a playground, so some neighborhoods have one or the other, so we get a lot of people wanting that.
Nice.
It also has two different collections of homes, so essentially two different price points. So really, anybody who walks in the door, I can usually accommodate their price point depending on which way we need to go with them. So.
Sure.
On one side of our neighborhood, we have our Maple Street collection, and then the other side, we have our designer collection. So we usually try to have two different collections to accommodate people's budget. So it works out really well. It's been really popular.
Yeah. What house are we sitting in right now? What's the scoop on this?
Yes. So this one's called the Avery. So this is wildly popular. So this is one of our 5-level floor plans. So
5 levels.
I know, it sounds crazy.
That's awesome.
I was a little intimidated by it until when I first started working here and they told us about it, because a lot of people come build with Fischer just to get our 5-level floor plan.
Nice.
So it's really cool. It's an awesome solution. So you have, a rec room downstairs. It's almost, some people call it a double basement. And then there's an actual basement. The master bedroom's on its own little level so the parents can have some privacy.
There you go.
There's the guest bedrooms up on another part of the house. So it's a really cool solution for a lot of families.
And you have the ability to make this giant, massive, great room, like 2-story or 5-story or however many stories. It's high. It's cool.
The 2-story family room is super popular. So people walk in here and they love it. So most of the time when you have a 2-story family room, you're giving up something upstairs like a loft or an extra bedroom. So that's why, again, like the 5-level works, because we took the loft and we put it 1 level below ground. So you still have the loft space and then you get like this gorgeous family room.
So tell me about kind of the Fischer process, why, like what you guys do to make it a great process for someone who's building with you.
Yeah, so how it works is they would first come in and meet with me. Usually they're with a realtor. And then we just ask a ton of questions. So they've trained us really well to dig in on a deeper level with people and understand how they function in their home. So as we walk through the home, I'll ask them a bunch of questions to narrow in on a floor plan, a community, maybe their budget a little bit, and then we go back down to our office, which is the garage, but they make it look really fancy. And we just talk through some different options, and then I'll try to see if I can find some of the houses. Like if we've narrowed on a couple floor plans, I'll try to get them to actually physically walk through a couple around the city. And then we sit down, we do pricing, we build out the home on the computer, which is a really fun part. And then if they're comfortable with it, we move forward, and then you get to go to the design center, which is, I think, one of the coolest parts. So we have, I like to call it like a mini Lowe's or a mini Home Depot. There's like literally aisles of tile, aisles of cabinets, and you get to spend a day with a designer and design the inside of your home.
Which is like the dream, because when you ever go into Lowe's or Home Depot, you're like, I just want to go up and down every aisle and just pick things out. And that's what you get to do, which is fun.
It's awesome. So it's one of my favorite parts.
Tell me, so I was surprised to find out, I expected the prices in this neighborhood or just with you guys to be more expensive than they were. So like broad picture, big picture wise, tell me about like what price ranges people can expect to find.
So in this particular neighborhood, because we have those two collections, our Maple Street collection is starting in the 240s, and then our designer collection on the other side of the neighborhood starts high 2s, I would say low 3s, most of them. I'm typically ending up, I would say 260 to low 300s on one side of our community, and then the other side in our designer collection, I'm typically like high 3s, low 4s. So I can really accommodate pretty much anybody's budget that walks in.
Options wise, and you obviously have some choices when you build your own house. What for you are some of your favorite options that people can choose where you're just like, I really like this option a lot?
So it's probably not that cool, but I think it's awesome. So in a lot of our floor plans, you can choose to have a door that connects from the master bedroom to the laundry room.
Oh, there it is.
I think that is so efficient, and I love that. So people can tell I like it, because when I'll tour the model home, I'll like get super excited, and other people either think it's awesome with me, or they're like, that's not that great. And I'm like, okay, it's fine.
So you ask them, you're like, do you want the door to the laundry room? And they're like, no. And you're like,
And I'm like,
are you
why would you not want that?
I don't understand your answer.
The clothes need to go in the closet after they get done here. So,
yes,
but
that makes
no,
life beautiful.
I love that option.
That's a good one.
And then I do so Fischer Homes loves natural light. So we have a ton of window options. So you can really load up the house with windows and make it just when you walk in the front door, the back of the house can just be all windows in the back, and it's beautiful.
So you said there are lots on the ground here in Indigo Run. Like if somebody's interested, they could get the process started, right? With you and with me.
Yes, absolutely.
Which would be really fun.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But you guys have neighborhoods all over the south side, which is really exciting, right?
Yep, so we have neighborhoods all over the south side, all over the north side. We have 4 different neighborhoods in Franklin Township. Again, accommodating pretty much any budget you want to work with. We've got patio homes, so basically the function and the convenience of a condo, but you actually have a single family home, which those are super popular. And then we have a lot of new stuff coming over, I would say late summer. So the price point that I think is really popular right now, like the 250 to 300. So we'll get a lot more of those lots late summer. And then here right now we have lots on the ground that we could actually start the process for the designer collection. And that budget is typically, I'd say high 3s, low 400s.
Nice. And tell me about your build time right now, because I think a lot of people don't know how long it takes to build a house, and a lot of builders are different. What is it right now for Fischer? What do you expect?
I would say 10 to 12 months to be safe. It can shift. Hopefully we can make it a little bit sooner, but you don't want to rush the process. So Fischer's all about quality. So most people come in the door knowing that, our homes are a little bit higher quality than a, traditional production builder. So we're all about making sure the home is built correctly and not rushing through it.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. And I think that's, like you said, it's longer than maybe what people expect, but the beauty of that is people can really plan things out, and a lot of them may know what they want to do in a year or two, but they think they need to wait until 6 months out to actually do something. Whereas now they can make those plans, get the process started, sell their own house whenever they want to, and move into their brand new house.
I was nervous when the timeline started to increase a little bit that was going to make people upset, and it's been the complete opposite.
Really?
People have loved that they have more of a cushion to plan their life out. If they want to sell their home instead of, waiting. If some people want to sell their home to have that peace of mind that their down payment's in the bank, finding a lease that's 8 months or 10 months is a little bit better than finding a 6-month or short-term lease, because those can be expensive.
Sure.
And then people have loved that they have more time to come up with down payment, because you'll have a small deposit up front to get the process started, but then the rest of the time you can just save up as much money as you want to put in at the end. So people have liked having that additional time for that.
Tell me about this. You told me this before we started recording, the PMI thing.
Yes.
This is big.
So a lot of people come in the door with a $250,000 budget. That can be a little challenging with new construction with any builder. So we have the ability, if for some reason the customer doesn't have 20% to bring to the table, which a lot of people don't have 20% down, especially first-time homeowners, and that's fine. But what comes with that is you'll have a PMI on your payment. So we can actually buy out your PMI, and I can get that person a lot more buying power. So if they came in with a budget of $250, I can actually increase their budget to $270, and they have the same monthly payment, and it's at no cost to them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And not a lot of builders can do that.
Nope. I don't actually know if any other builder can do that. So yeah, I get a lot of clients from that.
So with Fischer, how much work does the buyer themselves have to put in? Is it just light carpentry? Is it full on pour the foundation with you guys, or how much do the buyers have to build?
Nothing.
Zero. That's
you
good.
shouldn't have to build your home if you're paying us to do it.
Well, that makes sense. No one's explained it to me like that before. That's good. Do any of your contractors need a set of second eyes? Because I am pretty good with this stuff. If they
are you sure? I don't know.
Can you buy a bulk pack of Fischer Homes at Costco? Is that something you're working on?
We're definitely not working on that.
Okay.
But
you might think about it though.
Maybe. I mean, who wouldn't want 50 homes at one price?
How somebody wants to learn more about you guys, about this neighborhood, how do they contact you?
So you can text me. I think that's the easiest place. A lot of people like to text. So it's my phone number. It's 317-439-4970. And you can just text me and just start asking me questions. And then eventually we'd like to meet in person and just have a first meeting and see how I can help them with their home.
So are you convinced? I'm convinced. Let's get you started building the new house of your dreams. If you have questions, let me know. Here's my contact. Oh, and here's my contact info. We'll see you next time on Around the South Side.